person. Just
Yeah, it's just your charisma, man. It's too much for me. I don't know if I feel comfortable with it. Well, of all the
uh,
perfect timings to come back and get the freaking code
oh
wipe,
yeah.
so hopefully you got that sorted. Apologies about that.
Yeah, I got 1.5 of a code come
That works.
in.
That
Or
works.
yeah, the games are unfortunately stomps, so
That's all right.
it was just
That's all
kind of
right.
like,
It is what it is. We can even do some live coaching if you want to. I've got point. We can do whatever.
yeah,
Okay.
potentially.
How you
But
been, man?
I
How's
don't.
life?
All right, all right. It was
Hi.
last night was a little scary, but because of a family emergency on my
Oh gosh.
girlfriend with my girlfriend's family, but it's all good now, it looks
Good to
like.
hear.
So,
All right. Okay. Okay.
um, but
All
other
right.
than that, life is chill.
Good. Good. Well, let me get your form pulled up and we'll go through. Obviously, some of it's changed. Tracer Genji,
Right.
High Diamond, and it felt like understanding mostly.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, just double checking any questions about training time. I mean, you've been around the community for ages,
Oh
so
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
and
know
I've,
the yeah, no questions about that.
okay, 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 okay. All right. Well, strategy, understanding questions. Anything come to mind, or is it more along the lines of I don't know exactly what's up?
It's like kind of like I don't know what's up. It's another one of those situations where the I feel like I understand the theory behind what I
Yeah.
should do, but the actual application of it and putting in proper reps, sometimes I feel like a little lost, or maybe
Sure.
I'm going about it wrong.
Sure.
Um,
Sure. Okay.
and and then it's like also a mix of being able to read what I need to personally work on, just because I feel like a lot of the concepts that I understand just like apply to general Tracer and Genji, but it's not necessarily specific to what I need to do to grow as a player, if
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I understand. I understand. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Um, any general strategy, whatever questions before I guess we get into review? Because it sounds like we need to practice making those decisions in real time. Maybe look at it, and obviously the code wipe probably sucks, but anything come to
Yeah.
mind?
No, nothing major, I guess. Actually, I do have one general question about I play versus um ladder. So I'm currently on a team for this little kind of like tournament circuit, that
Sure.
a community led tournament circuit called SPSC. And I play the flex DPS for the team. Obviously, the meta tends to just lead me to play Tracer Genji most of the time, so
Yep.
that's good. Um,
That is good.
and I realized, like, when I first started playing, I feel like I'm getting the hang of it a little more now, but I feel like I don't know how to be a flex DPS in a coordinated setting, I guess. And it's not like I need you to necessarily answer it now because it's probably very complex overall. But I was just wondering,
Sure.
like, are there any like resources that you think I should probably take a look at, or that could help me kind of understand how it should function?
Um, I think that the only thing that's truly unique to Flex DPS is you don't really. It's not like, oh, you have to hard calm, hard shot call, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. I think the one thing that is unique to Flex DPS is the ability to simply learn new characters and learn them quickly.
Okay.
So, like having a really good practice routine, because if you think about Flex DPS, are we Mei? Are we Sim? Are we Genji? Are we Tracer? Are we freaking
Right.
Sojourn? Usually not.
Hmm.
Is it Bastion? Is it Reaper? Like you really don't know. So I think in that situation, the most important thing is to simply have a good practice routine, a good solid fundamental understanding of what Overwatch is, and then just be able to execute off of that quickly. So that's it.
Okay. Then I
Yeah.
think that then flows well into my needing to understand the game while
Sure.
in the game better.
Well, I won't just say understanding the game. I mean, I know I said that, but it's not just that. It's the ability to learn characters quickly because I think Flex DPS really has the highest potential ceiling for the amount of swaps that you can and should do, if that makes sense.
Okay. Got
Because
it.
you're
Got it.
talking
Okay.
about like if we go back historically to metas, I think Flex DPS and Tank has had more variety in play than any other role, and I think Flex
Yeah.
DPS gets the advantage there. because tanks, you know, you can be a specialist. The flexibility can be a specialist too, but if you're talking about like high level Overwatch, you may or may not be. I mean, think about just even the last year, right? Has it been Sen?
Hmm.
Yes, it has. You know, has there been Tracer? Yeah. Has there been Genji? Yeah. Has there been brief moments of Sombra if you knew how to play Sombra? Absolutely, right? Like, so there's just so many characters that come to mind. So I mean, we've had Pharah, we've had Echo. Now you don't have to play all of them, but it's beneficial if you can. And so again, it's not being able to play
Okay.
them all at once. It's just
Right.
okay. We've decided we want to play May. I need to in 2 weeks be able to pick up the basics of May. Can you do that?
Yeah. And obviously, yeah, I know it like just depends on like how you play it varies from meta to meta, you know.
Yeah. Being able to
So,
pick it up in ranked and being, I think also kind of it takes the type of person that enjoys playing different characters as well, right? Like if that's you,
right.
then you'll do well. So
Okay. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, that was my only general question that I had beforehand.
yeah, beyond that, there's nothing specific. So okay, do you want to look at code here to start?
Yes. I'd like to so it's a very short code. Um, but let me paste this. So it's so I also finally managed to push up the masters, but
Congrats.
I can't quite tell if like I necessarily am like of the skill tier. I mean, not yet. I need to obviously push more in the masters to be consistent, but obviously they're kind of doing a readjusting of the ladder, so it kind of feels like people are getting shifted up a
Well,
little.
okay. So from what I understand, I mean, I obviously don't know this for sure, but it's going to be a more balanced bell curve because I mean, you know how it was before, right? It
Yeah,
was
yeah, it was a lot
ridiculously hard.
skewed.
It was the hardest it's ever been to achieve masters or grandmasters. So
Hmm.
the fact that you achieve masters, the more important question is not whether you deserve masters because you do. Absolutely, you deserve masters. Okay. If you were Diamond 2, Diamond 1 last season, then you deserve masters. 100%. You were the equivalent rank in terms of like the percentage of Overwatch 1 masters.
Fair
The
enough.
challenge is more along the lines, did you actually get better in the last couple of months? And the answer is I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
You
that's
know?
yeah. I guess that's a better way to phrase it. I'm not certain if
Yeah.
I
I,
truly
I don't
improved to
know.
push up.
I don't know.
Uh, okay, but I just shared the code. It's on Antarctic Peninsula. Um, I have a few kind of brainlet moments where I'm like, I'm so used to playing in coordinated play again. So my like supports would get me at some of the times that I died. Other times I just kind of ran in. I wasn't focusing on anything too much
Just kind of
this
playing.
game. I was just trying to kind of do a
Yeah.
general play just so I could uh give something that
Is all
can
Tracer?
yeah, it's all tracer.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a look then. You know all the catchphrases, I'm sure. You've been around the block. So,
Yeah,
short
yeah.
range off angle. Let's see how we do. Weird sounding weapon, man. That Nerf weapon is crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's more of a positional thing here. When you've won this duel here and you forced her out, the next best thing you can do is, obviously, if you don't get the kill here, is to just take the space that's been given.
Oh, top right. I
So,
see.
well, the rule is if you win, you fight for the lane, right? This is just the basic way
Right.
of controlling space. You fight for the lane that you want, you choose. You win the lane, you deepen the lane. That's the rule. You won the lane, you deepen the lane. You've now earned access uncontested to this because Tracer can't stop you from doing this now.
Okay, that's
In
right.
addition to that, because she lost the lane, not only does she not get access to your backline, not only can she not stop you from getting to her backline, she also can't really do much of anything. Because look at where she's positioned, right? Best case scenario, shoot your Winston. That's about it.
Okay.
So you've earned the lane, and then you have to deepen that angle. Because as you can kind of see, it's a little tricky to finish off the kill here. It's a little tricky. So you just need to take what the space gives you instead of trying to force it. Does that make sense?
Right.
Because you've earned to do more than what you're doing right now, essentially. And now you've allowed her to restabilize. And you're now actually losing the lane because you didn't take the space that was given to you from that lane, if that makes sense.
Right.
And now it's just stalling and not dying and whatever. Okay. Taking our angle, sure. Good. Good, except for the recall. You didn't need it.
Yeah, I realized after I did, I was like, oh, I had an extra blink. I thought I didn't have a blink, so I
You
recalled
didn't want
and
to get scope
panicked.
headshot. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
But the same rule applies here, by the way, because what did you just do? You won the lane. Did you
Yeah.
win it well? No. No, that was terrible. But what did you do? Well, you should deepen. Now, you don't necessarily drop and commit here because you're down resources, but you still have the lane. So, this is fine, but I want you to think next step about position, right? So, like, you've allowed yourself to take the space here, so where should you go from here? Well,
I think I blinked top left here.
and there it is. So I want you to see how little damage that you've done, and yet look at the spacing, okay? So just watch how it evolves. Just watch it. We'll watch the space, the ashes, watch the Juno, watch the wing, just watch. And this is almost all you and your Kiriko. Watch. You see it?
Right.
I mean, look at where they were literally 12 seconds ago. Look at where they are now. Terrible, terrible space. Ash has a terrible sightline. Wuying, no sightline. Juno, no space. Orisa's completely isolated. Tracer doesn't have an angle on anybody. And it's because you won your lane. Good job. And then from here, you just need to shoot whatever you want, right? Like if you're thinking Juno, I would probably go Wuyong here. It's close. And then now it's just a matter of time. Like they're done. So good job. Yep. And you just don't feed because you're missing resources and you're cooking. Yeah, I mean, no feedback outside of just aim better. You know, don't screw up the recall. Like it's just the basic, boring, simple stuff. You did a good job. Nice job.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good stuff. Now, I don't know if I love this because I don't know if we want to fight here with the information that you currently have from your backline. Your backline is positioned kind of ambiguously. It's a little awkward. You see what I'm saying? You don't really know what we're doing here. So just don't force anything. So probably what I would do here, I don't mind you being on this lane here, but I'd probably just sit and chill. I'd probably just sit and hide and listen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I was thinking like since we have the monkey and they don't have a particularly, or I thought they were gonna hit, seeing how they were staging. So I'm like, oh, maybe I want to take this angle to make supports look at me if they're going to hit there.
Sure.
So
but
yeah,
you said one really important word. You said if.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So you just very rarely want to be leading the charge as Tracer. It's not terrible to, but this is just a situation where you're forcing your team to dive. And the other problem as well is like we're way like I mean, where like how like are we going to rotate in towards their spawn? You know what I'm saying? Like it just you're forcing your team's hand if they want to contribute, and so you're going to get cleared, and then your team's going to die. You see what I'm saying? Like now we're actually kind of contesting. Now we're actually fighting, and you're nowhere to be found. Does that make sense? You lost your lane because you went too early. You went too early because you weren't really paying attention to when and where your team wanted to go. You assumed. And so now you get cleared because she gets help, you get no help, and then now we've just wasted space and wasted time. Does that make sense?
So how would I have verified where they wanted to fight? Just let them go first and then go?
Just let them go first. Either let the enemy team go first or you let your team go first.
Okay.
Yeah, like you just wait for combat. Literally anywhere else. Like literally anywhere else. Like because any sort of distraction there means that you're pulling resources away from them onto you, right? Like if that Tracer gets pocketed, then that's good for whoever else is fighting. If the Tracer doesn't get pocketed, well then it's a strict 1v1 that you should be trying to win. You get what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
So they could basically throw literally everything at you and not get punished for it because your team could not do anything. That's the problem. I like the fact that we're staying on the lane. Like this is still a good space for us to control. But yeah. Nice clip. Good pulse. Nice job. And what happened is you screwed up. So you backed off, right? But you backed off and held the lane. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you backed off, you didn't back off here. You stayed on this section. So that then if you screw up, okay, but I can still re-engage with an angle. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So for their Tracer, she's like, she doesn't really know what to do. So she wins the 1v1 because you screw up. But then she doesn't really know what to do. She can't find you. She can't force you. And so she's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just go in. But what's the problem with what we're seeing here?
Yeah, she is
Yeah, she's just kind
cheating.
of frontlining it, right? She's cheating, right? So now she tries to go to the side, but she's not controlling space anymore. And you've got the pincer, and that's why you hit the pulse bomb. Even if you hadn't had pulsed her, you still were a menace here, right? You were a menace. Like, you were just
Right.
incredibly good because you managed to maintain the space. Now, it's a very awkward place for Tracer to fight. Like, it's not all her fault, but you were able to hold space. She was not. That's it.
Right.
We're just kind of having a similar problem here, though. Like, I don't see, I feel like you're forcing value when you just don't see your team fighting at all. This keeps happening. This might mean hiding. This might mean that you actually hold the lane, like, here and listen. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
This might mean that have you ever explored this space up here?
Yeah, I have once or
You
twice,
know,
not
something
often,
to
but
consider,
I
right?
should.
You can actually
Okay,
just
yeah.
sit here and look at your team and listen, and then decide to bump the Tracer duel once you see that, right? It's pretty deep, but that's just this point. It's very deep.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, you're getting cleared now as your team is walking forward. Your timing isn't too bad because I think that they were fighting before this. Like, I think they started to fight, like, now. Yeah, I can hear Bubble. So, like, but it's still, like, a situation where you're not full HP, you've already been scalded, and so on. You get what I'm saying? It's just, the timing is more accidental than anything else. And now this time, the Tracer doesn't, this time the Tracer finds you.
Right.
So then what happens? Well, you're done. You're not going to get any help. So if you can't find a health back, you probably should have put more attention on her because she's still on that lane, you know?
Yeah, I realized, like, I thought that she, like, was shooting monkey there, so I was like, okay, I should be able to, like, hide here. So I didn't realize she, like, came too far until I, like, heard her blinking, then she was on me. So yeah, I should have fought for the lane again.
Yeah, I
Or,
mean,
like,
if you didn't
covered
know
it.
that, that's okay. It happens, so don't sweat it. But yeah. Yeah. She won the lane. She deepened the lane. She killed you. That's kind of how it goes. So. Okay. Makes sense?
Yes.
Good old boring strategic Overwatch, right?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I did do well was mostly just from hearing you say it so much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did a good job. I mean, it's easy to hear it. It's hard to do it, you know? So this rotation's good. Yep. What's here? What's here? What's here? Tank is backed off. So tank backing off means that there's no real point off angling on the tank unless you were to drop and play from here. So you might as well just deepen from here. Because the good news is this. Okay, so I know this feels a little bit of an awkward section of the map, right? Ugh, right? It's awkward. But what's the good news here? Look at it. You see it?
Yeah, they have no space.
They have no space, right? So in these situations, you have to make a decision. Do I want to commit to something to herd them even deeper, which might be a little bit greedy, right? Moving to here, getting into here, like doing some really silly stuff on the deepen, or do I just want to keep them in the locker, right?
Okay.
I would say here, obviously, it depends on your blinks. I think deepening here is absolutely the play, but you need at least 2 or 3 blinks to get to here and do it.
Yeah. I peeked too wide, I think, into that ash. I didn't know she was there, but
Yeah,
still.
that's all right. Well, now you don't. But this is where you got to question if you're being impatient. Because you're here, you see it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get greedy. Let them stay there, and then maybe deepen from here. You see what I'm saying? Because you're like, they're too far away. But wait, look what immediately happens when you leave. You see
Okay,
it?
I see.
They immediately kind of fill that space. Reaper starts to push forward. Brigitte starts to take space. Now, you may go, well, I don't know if I want to peek this here, like in front of the Ash on. Well, okay, then where could you deepen with triple blinks from here?
All right, top right. Or,
You could go top right. You could do all sorts of silly stuff. You know, you could force a dynamite here, shoot him in the back, just do something silly. So I don't mind this. This is not terrible. But you can kind of see, like, there's opportunities for you to deepen there if you want to.
and then I deepen now.
But you got to commit. You got to commit.
Right.
Commit to the position, right? Best place to take the Duel of the Honor right here. Where is it at?
I mean, well, here isn't bad since she's not looking at me. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to blink up top.
You
I
can.
think.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
if
I
not,
can
if
from
not,
there?
if,
Okay.
if not, you can go from here. Well, if
Then,
you would blink
yeah,
to
go
here,
from
and then
behind.
you should be able to blink to there. But at this, just getting to here, and she's dead. Like there's just
Yeah.
nowhere for them to push you back here, right? So like you're kind of noticing in this particular map, which is versus. Let's be honest, you're not being contested. Your angles have been free. You're just going to be flanking a lot. So don't don't force flanks, don't force soft off angles and shoot tank. Just take a lane and see what happens. Like this
Okay.
very easily could have been Malga Brigitte Reaper putting on their big boy pants and actually walking forward on this first fight, right? Then you would have just sat and shot tank for 6 years.
Right. Okay.
But they didn't do that. They played like cowards. In which case, then you can just shove the door and kick them in the behind and just shove them in, right? Just take what's given. Don't ever feel like, oh, I have to go hard backline, I have to shoot the tank. Just see what's available, right? If they mark your angle, great. If they don't, great. You know, it just is what it is. And I think part of your problem with this duel with the Ana here is that you're still not thinking with that final blink, where can I live here? How can I hold here? Because the problem with recalling back is the distance. You see what I'm saying? And so
Right.
now you really are all or nothing. Because if you don't get this here, you don't have the movement ability to live. And you see it, right? Feels terrible.
Yeah.
But you get here, and now we're good. Because from here, we can have uptime for days. That guy just
I
smoked
will
people.
say, yeah, I was like, I thought this is like one of those, you know how you said I was on the left side, and I like walked back to their tank, and then they immediately walked up. That's what I thought he did there in that moment. So
Yeah.
I actually wasn't expecting him to be back
I mean,
so far
it's good
still.
shots from him.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
they.
yeah, it's good
Oh,
shots. So,
Reaper's
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
nightmare
But
right
the
now in this
point being
meta.
is that the space was still just completely smashed. Like they just had no space. So it doesn't matter. This rotation's fine. This side is also fine. You probably don't even need to do this deep of a rotation. Like if it's just cut right to here, you know. But it doesn't really matter. The end
I
goal.
heard they were like a little far from me, so I was like, I might as well continue.
Yeah, as long as your timing's good. So as bad as that is, right? It's like, oh, I didn't see it, and I got dynamited, and I screwed this up. Oh gosh, I had to get my burn, my recall. Again, this is just nightmare fuel for them, right? I mean, look at where this Ashe is looking. Look at where this Reaper's looking, right? They don't, yeah, they're just cooked. I mean, look at this. I mean, there's nowhere to go. So basically,
I
this
think
is
our
just what
team is-
happens. This is just what happens when they don't contest lanes and you take them for free, right? And I think that's by far been your best point. Is like maybe some mechanical goof ups, maybe some missed opportunities to deepen when they're giving it to you for free, but like nobody's contesting any space at all. They're just grouped as 6 or grouped as 5, and it's just going terribly. All right. Definitely some trigger discipline there in that last clip, especially because that's the clip that you
Yeah.
have to hit, right? You've shattered her ankles and you've done a really good job of it, and now we're recalling out. But that should have been a kill right there. That absolutely should have been a kill. I actually don't hate that pulse bomb. It's a little panicky, but it's all right. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, they try to contest your angle. You moved really well. You force her to get double pocket and leave, and then we abuse the Orisa who is left by herself, and then we held the angle. they still can't walk up, right? So I'm glad, you know, obviously, you know, the code wipe sucks, but this is demonstrating exactly what we're talking about, right? They just don't have any space at all, and I think that should probably be it.
Yeah, it pretty much is over at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Okay. We can look at another code. We could do some live coaching. I don't really care. It's totally up to you.
Okay, so I do want to actually take a look at the second code. The first half, they end up having a lever again, and it's just like they had a lever on the second half, but the first half it was like a full game, or like we had
Sure.
5v5. And it's on Junkertown, which I know is like a good map for Tracer, but I think it's like
It's kind of I don't know. It's kind of iffy. Let me find. I would say it's kind of mid. Let me see if I'm right. Let me look it up really fast. But continue.
yeah,
Sorry.
I think it's only good for her as in like the pressure of Tracer plus hit scan is probably better than double long range DPS on that point, or
Probably.
just
Yeah.
on Junkertown in general. I guess is
Probably.
the best way, a better way to frame it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Um,
let's put it this way. She's not bad on Junkertown, but the reason why her win rates are good in Junkertown is because there's a lot of characters that are indeed bad on Junkertown. Um,
right.
so I'm looking at master pick rates right here, and she actually drops from the 3rd best DPS to the 4th best DPS in Junkertown. But when you're comparing it with characters like Pharah, Cass, May, whatever, then yeah, obviously she's better than those. So yeah, she's still good. She's still fine.
So, um, So this is us attacking Junkertown. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we did pretty good. I feel like second point is always like the biggest holdup for me. Like attacking second, that awkward high ground.
Yep.
Like if I'm on
It's
Genji, it's a
tough.
little easier, but on Tracer, it's just like narrow hallways trying to sneak to high ground, and it feels like
Okay.
death.
I'll take a look. Take a look. I mean, again, they're not really controlling space here, right? So like you kind of have this rotation for free. Now
Yeah,
again, when it comes to where you want to position from here, this you need to think about. I want to kind of encourage something for you. Is it's like I want you to think very clearly about like where's my home, right? Where's my home?
okay,
Where's my home base right now? That might be somewhere kind of in this area here. But where can I strike from? Where's my lane that I'm going to be able to hold? You can't hold here, right? Now you could hold
right,
here if you want. You could hold here, but so let's see where you go. Because basically, the thing about it is like you're going to keep deepening your angle until you get contested, but obviously you can't stop here, right? And it also doesn't really
right.
feel like you can stand here either. It's spooky. So you got to think, okay, where can I stabilize? So you've actually done a pretty good job of it using this corner here, right? So that's good. But I mean, this keeps happening. Like you just keep deepening angles, and nobody stops you because there was an enemy on the entire side of the map here. So okay, sure. Yeah, just a mechanical goof up. Zero reason for you
Yeah,
to die there. So yeah, it's fine. You guys still win this. Okay. Choose your lane, choose your lane, choose your lane. Make it quick. I like this. This is good. I don't think they should even try to touch. Yeah. I would deepen. I wouldn't stop.
Oh, from you mean like go to the top left there?
Yeah, go to here.
Okay, okay,
Why
yeah.
not? You know, it's free space, free real estate. This is good. Again, it's good architecture for you. Lots of cover, lots of sight lines, lots of ways to
Yeah,
keep it nice and
that makes
compressed.
sense. I always end up like defaulting to this right
Yep,
side
yep, yep, yep,
because
yep,
I
yep. Well,
um
because there's usually somebody here. Like you're just gonna have to blink directly into a contested angle, which you don't want to
yeah,
do usually. But there isn't anybody there, so just at least check it first. But this is fine. I mean, it's okay, right? I wouldn't back up here. I'd hold that space confidently. Like you, I want you, you know, peek back out again, peek back out and again, recall. Like we need to go. You know, take the space that you've got. There it is. Sure. Yeah. I mean, it just wasn't enough early. I guess what I would say.
right.
Could have been more
Yeah,
aggressive
I realized
sooner.
my timing. I guess timing is now looking back at it one of my bigger issues in general. Um,
On that last
but
dive, no.
yeah,
On that last dive, no, because your team was fighting. Like right here, your team is fighting. I mean, this is a commitment, right? Like this is a commitment, right? You see what I'm saying?
oh, more like how you were saying. I needed to. I guess maybe holding the space. Like I could have been there earlier. I
Oh, I see
guess
what you're
like
saying.
when.
It was
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
like here. Like once we've committed. I mean, to be fair, you're only a little late. So yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I'm being a little nitpicky. As long as your team is fighting, though, and I'm not just saying you're Winston either, right? I think that's the key thing. So like,
Right.
as long as we're peaking, this is holding value. I think this is okay. Okay. Because we force the resources, we force double bubble, we got hinder, we get Cassie low, and then you know, Winston finishes off. So now just walk forward, deep in your lane, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Sure. Just commit, just commit. Commit, commit, commit.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
was just a mechanic. You're messing up.
You're just being indecisive, you know? Just go. Commit.
Oh no, this was me at this point trying to push cart since I heard our Genji and Monkey up top, and I knew they would all be distracted with him.
Yeah, sure.
So I was like, I'll just go for cart push here since Zarya's not contesting me.
Yeah, but that can be a gamble right now if there's an active commitment and you have a free rotation with
Okay.
pulse bomb, right? Like I'm not saying this is a bad play, but you were right here with 2 blinks and a pulse bomb, and my tank is in. I mean, I'm going to take that opportunity right now. I'm going to take
Okay.
it, and then I'll get cart later. Does that make sense? This
Right.
is not a black and white one. This is definitely a nuanced decision that I think you failed. This is not a dumb
Okay.
mistake. This is just probably given the context, it makes more sense to go for backline.
Got it.
And you feel it, right? You're like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like I need to go. So then we end up getting a pretty crappy dive that didn't really even finish off the kill because we didn't stage it. That was a very last minute decision. You know, at that point you literally would have been better off sticking with cart.
Okay.
What I would do, if you're unclear, if he's strafing unpredictably, start to shoot him first, just a little bit. I do not encourage people to go into a strict pulse bomb. Sorry, shoot into a pulse bomb, right? Don't shoot into a pulse bomb, right? Like that, you just need a pulse bomb. However, if he's moving really unpredictably, get him to look towards you first, then blink.
Okay.
So when you're shooting here, you're not actually shooting to do damage. You're just shooting to get him to turn, then blink pulse, right?
Got it.
Normally, you're not going to have people doing this north-south strafing so much.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I
so-
was like, why is he
yeah.
walking front and back like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So that,
And this was just. I do a really dumb blink here. I thought I had a third blink so I could take the angle that I wanted, but I did not.
I just don't know what the plan is here. Are you thinking
Oh,
going through to here?
Yeah, I think I wanted to go through there, but I realized like I was just not gonna be able to get that angle, and I didn't have enough blinks to further deep in there to
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
This
it was
feels
just
very
too
much
big.
like right here. Like you just don't have a game plan here. I would just go right back up top again. Just go right back up top. Go from here. You know,
Okay.
or you could also go blink and blink through this way, something more off to the side.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. This feels a little bit like you said, you just didn't have quite a game plan of how to rotate from here.
Yeah. Second is this is like definitely my weakest point on this
Yeah,
map, especially
yeah.
on Tracer.
This is fine. Messy clip. Hold the space. Winston goes in. Suzu's forced. Sure. Sure. And the best part about this is that you're actually able to keep some space, right? So you can actually go in here and hold, right? So,
Okay.
well, only if you go there, right? And this is some trash, but okay. Sure. Just a little messy. A lot of missed opportunities to take that next step, right? And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that Antarctic second point when that Ana was really far back. And you double blinked in, had that third blink to kind of hold that space, and instead you recalled all the way back to main, and then you're stuck where you had to full commit. Like you started like here, and then I keep asking, okay, now what? Okay, we're gonna go to here. Okay, now what? Well, you should go to here, or you could maybe go to here, or you could maybe drop to here. Okay, now what? Right? And I think that's gonna be your problem here. It's like, what's that next angle? What's that next rotation as they back off? As they keep deepening. Where to? So you're taking that initial step, and that next step is where you're struggling. Where do I go from here? Where's my next angle? And you got to keep on yourself, right?
Okay.
Right here. Okay, here we go. Good job. That's anybody can do this though. Now what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now what? Right? So let's see what you do. Okay. Okay. Now what? Right? Okay. Okay. Now what? And I knew you were gonna do that, right? I don't hate the concept of a pulse bomb here right now. But I'd much rather you get to a spot where you can set up a proper pulse bomb first, right? So what could you do here patiently?
Just blink trade across.
Straight
Not
across. Get in here, sit, get nice and cozy, and start to go from here. Now, we keep talking about these deep flanks, right? You notice that like between this and the last map, but it's because just you're not running into anybody on these lanes. You're going all the way straight to backline. So you might as well just sit and live in their backline, I guess. Because there's nothing else to do. Now, you could have gone here and poked that. If you'd not fallen off the high ground, we could have done this. We could have also done our rotation from here and played patty cake in this lane here and held this space here and then deep into here and gone to here, right? That could have worked as well. But take the lane. Because the problem here is, the problem is this: when you're getting out of these lanes, do you notice that you always end up back here?
Right.
And you can see why it sucks, right? There's just nothing really to reach for anymore. I think it's the nature of some of these maps that are more open. You just have to take either deeper commits or shallower commits. There's very little in between. I think you're kind of seeing that right here.
Yeah, and I think
this is that soft off angle a Soldier or Cass or an Ash would benefit from. But for you either poking from here or you're poking from here. You know, and there's not a lot of like in between, I guess. Go ahead.
yeah, I think my biggest weakness is the maps where the sight lines are relatively long,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like I just don't know how to set up on them. Um,
Sure.
and it's just like, and then you just see me do super awkward stuff like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
poking
Yeah.
from this or double blinking. Yeah, and, I
Yeah.
mean, I think the double blinking thing and not position, I think that's a different habit, but longer awkward sight lines I have known that I've historically struggled with, especially in my hero pool.
When you're here and the target is here, you recognize that I either don't peek this target or I close the distance. So what do? You blink double in to close the distance. Good job. All right. That's the bronze to your pass, right? But if you need to be thinking, where can I go to where I don't have to double blink?
Right.
You know, like in the same situation, if I'm Genji here, I might treat this similarly. Maybe I don't. Maybe I short range off angle to Zarya. That would work just fine as well. But maybe
Yeah.
I dash to here. Deflect, hide, disengage, create space that way. You see what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Is if if you cannot close the distance, you got to get creative in how to close the distance. And the Wu Young does one of two things here. What does he do if you triple blink or dash behind him here? What does he do?
He
Two
either
things he
fights
can do.
me or runs.
He fights you. If he fights you, he walks into your LOS. And you're like, oh, but I hold my dash. Yeah. You pay your taxes, right? Maybe you can hide, wait, regenerate your blinks, whatever. If he runs, where's he going to run to? Here. Why is that bad?
Yeah, too, because everybody is there.
Now, right. So you've clumped him, and then in addition to that, if he runs, well, then now you just have the lane for free, and you can get a multiple. I mean, we saw that in the first fight in Antarctica. Remember that, where the Tracer, you force the Tracer's recall, and she runs all the way back to her team. So now you just have easy access to 4 people. So easy distraction, easy kill, easy pulls, etc. Value. That's it.
Right.
I don't know if you can or if you'd be interested. I would, if you're interested, be able to do some live coaching. I think that might be helpful.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's
this
jump in.
again, this game's about to end in,
Yeah,
or this
I
game
figured.
ends in like a minute.
I
So,
figured. Yeah.
okay, give me a sec.
Take your time.
Okay.
Okay, let's jump in. Ice cold. So what I want us to do is I'm going to have you like, where's your off? And go, oh, clever live coaching. But I think what I'm going to have you do is you're going to respond. If I'm being contested, just take the duel, be patient. And if you're not being contested, just keep deepening, but think like, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? So I think for you, it's less to do with your starting angle and more to do with your rotations. That seems to be the consistent thing with you.
Yeah, I think the starting angle thing is like something I've drilled in a bit because I heard you like break down the trace, take a short range off angle, and I think I've like always focused on doing that part, but never the next step. I
Yeah,
never always deepen or
the
doing it
starting off
awkwardly.
angle is the easiest part because it is kind of something
Right.
you can memorize, right? But the rotation is very like, what's available? Am I being contested? It means you need to know principles. It means you can't memorize rollouts, right?
Right.
So do whatever you want with bans or map votes. I don't care.
Yeah. A life weaver. Interesting. Hmm. A Simban is interesting. Um,
As a support player too, like that is
yeah.
bizarre. Like that's really strange.
I think
I'm trying to think, what
there's
would
guests
ban a
are.
sim? Lucio?
I have zero. Yeah, Lucio is like
like
the
a
only
like
thing
a
I can
like a
think
Reddit
of.
Lucio or something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I also despise when people ban Widow on these maps.
It's such a waste, I think she literally has like a 35% win rate in this map. I'm not even joking. I think it's terrible. Let me actually check now.
A Wu Yang band wit band sim.
Yeah, what is her win rate here? 41.8, and then I think in Masters it's probably it's 32.7.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I had the other day. I just had a tragic game with Hollywood. I don't know if my team voted for it or not, but he had like Rhine, Mercy one trick, Ilari one trick, just three
Hollywood?
one tricks on a. Yeah,
Yeah. Could be worse.
it,
I mean,
it was kind of rough.
could be like Koth or Flashpoint with that comp, but okay, yeah. Starting angle, see what happens on that angle, and then decide on your rotation from there.
All right.
Nobody, so just deep it immediately, right? So rotate, and then now don't cheat. If you're contested, yeah, this is your job now. Recall. Just a little creative. She hit a lot more shots than you thought, I think. I'm like, look at
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
was like,
That's okay.
I was like, oh, I can get one blink and recall, but no.
Yeah. It was kind of an awkward spot to take a duel as well.
Yeah.
So, because you immediately cut across to shoot the Doom, and you kind of expose yourself to that Tracer, so. All right, where's your lane?
Left here. I need to.
All right,
contest this.
let's go.
Okay. I was not
Fine.
expecting it to look like that.
Yep, keep fighting. This is still your lane. Same. Keep it up. And there it is. You see that? Now don't die. This is your job, though. She's yours. You don't need to kill her, just don't let her get away. You see what I'm saying? Like, you take you make it so easy for your front line and back line to deal with that Doomfist. Because you got Reaper and Tracer there. That was awesome.
Wait, where did the Reaper go?
He's fine. Good job.
Oh,
That was really close. You might still get him here. No, I don't think so. That was close. You just kind of overextended, but it was still a fine play. Still very winnable, actually.
Yes.
That's a wow.
Wow, they're crazy.
Well, the good news is that you died on your lane, right? So Tracer hasn't really been relevant for this duel, right? So everything's kind of been in front of your team. So that was all right. That forced another ult from them as well, at least. Still stallable, actually. Your Zarya's still alive here. Take your lane. Don't need to force it. Just be nice and patient. Even now, don't need to force it.
Holy.
You're good. Just get out. Fighting withdrawal, Doom dies for it. Do you see what happens, though? Fighting withdrawal, Doom overextends to push you, but he's turning his back to your team, he gets traded, right? And you could have lived there, too. You felt it, right? Like that, you almost lived that one, so that was good. You're doing exactly what we need you to do. Nice job. Commit. And get ready to be fighting. Who's here? Good. Who's next?
Aye.
Be patient. We don't have resources yet. So you're in the wrong spot, right? Yeah. Stick here. You can chase that. There it is. It's like clockwork. Almost literally, right?
Right.
It's just rotating around the clock. Who's here? And depending on the status of your resources is how aggressively you fight. This is fine. We're here. Might as well take her.
You're gonna do it again? Okay.
Nope. Okay, quickly find your lane. Either stick with... Yep. Nice.
What?
He blocked it.
It's block.
Just stay here. Retake the lane as fast as you can. Fast as you can. Get out of here. Yes. It's fine. Just reset, catch the wave. So that one was more of a lane choice, right? Like that right side felt okay, but it felt not quite as fluid, right? It felt like you were having to reach a little bit, and then the pulse on Doomfist just sucks. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
Oh, we have support ults here and graph. That's massive.
Focus on clearing your angle. Clear your angle. You might need to get touch here, depending. Okay, no, you're good. All right, who's here? There it is. Next target. And now just kind of anchor on point and shoot who's here.
I should recall.
That's fine. Good job. All right, go ahead and leave cart and leave point and find something to shoot. Yeah, this is good. There it is. And then we could just chase whatever here, whatever's close to us. Good.
Oh, I thought Doom was.
You're good.
I am bad with these pulses right now. Jeez.
It's fine. It's pulse. It's just how it is. Good job. This one was a great map for you too, because you can literally see it's built like a circle, right? So it's really it kind of handholds the process for you a little bit.
The square, this map, that map I usually don't struggle on. The inner point that's more brawl centric.
That's the perfect one, because that's example of you either take those super short range off angles or you just go straight to their back line and sit in their little staircase, little mega. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what you needed to do in Antarctica and Junkertown, which was like either to get these little really shallow angles or you deepen all the way to their back line, because there's no in between. This map had lots of in betweens, right? So
I was hoping I could get. I was hoping we got that one, because that's.
Well, I'm praying on your downfall if it makes you feel any better. All right, let's at least make this one clean then, right? See who's here, and then deepen or fight. Too far, so we can just shoot here. This is fine. Okay, now nobody's here. Deepen. Oh, I guess not.
What on earth?
So you got to decide on a lane here. We're hovering. So what happened, right? Reaper teleports, you run from Reaper. That's your job.
Okay.
Because you gave him the angle for free. And you gave him the angle that you were on. And then you didn't get an angle, right? You got surrounded, right? You felt it, right? You were just all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So where's where he was surrounding?
I guess my only problem is just fighting Reaper in that space is just like...
Yeah, but you got 3 blinks. You versus Reaper, you have similar range signatures. He just wins fast, you win slow.
Okay. Dude, they just want like
you're brute. Well, you're kind of brute forcing it, right? You ran right into them, so you got to be more nuanced than that. You got to pull them to point. You got to rotate towards coast. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to find a way to be more nuanced with how you're approaching your angle here. You ran literally right down at them, like right here. This feels rough, right?
Yeah.
So that's not an angle. You kind of see what I'm saying? That's not an angle.
That time I only did it because I saw the brig, though.
Yeah, sure. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. But I want you to think about that. What could you do if you didn't have an opportunity? Where would you go? Sure. Okay, now what? Sure. Just commit to something. We're stuck in this choke.
Wow, he actually lived that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you pulse him, really. This is your lane. If she's out, deepen. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
That's a funny.
Good. Good. So again, choose your lane, fight for that space. I don't care who it is. Be patient.
Does Brig Rally not decay ever anymore?
It does.
I fucked up link up.
You're okay.
I don't know if I can go that deep.
Whatever you do, it quick. Retake space. Retake space.
What the fuck? She's super far.
You don't have to chase her though, so this is you chasing too much, right? Find your next lane.
Oh,
We can hold here.
oh, the wave.
We can hold here. Yep, this is your lane. Let's go. Good. You can chase now, there's nothing else better to do, or you can set up. Your choice. Be decisive, either chase or angle. Okay, so she's out. Now angle.
Yeah.
All right.
Angle.
Okay.
She's also going. Come on.
I mean, that's fine. You just lost a duel. You know, you got 3 blinks there. He's half HP, no wave, no nothing. You had him. Praying on your downfall. It's working. Don't. Careful. Okay, good. I was getting a little concerned there for a second. You got OT.
What?
What is he doing up there? Is he just sitting there waiting for somebody to come on? I guess so. That's crazy, man.
That was a strange.
That was very strange. Well, we got what we wanted, right? So,
Yeah.
really, just some really your rotations definitely getting exposed here. So
Yeah.
this is the one that you're going to need to go back and study about where could I have positioned, where could I have rotated, did I need to rotate unnecessarily? It felt a lot of chasing butterflies. It got better towards the end, a lot better towards the end. So kudos for you. But the first little bit, really rough with how you were taking space. Felt very lost. So let's do the same thing here. I want you to commit to a lane. If that lane feels bad, I want you to find where's the next position to where I can off angle from. I want decisive action from you here. Don't be scared to take a second to think, but I don't want you chasing butterflies. I want you chasing a position, chase a lane. All right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so Reaper's up here.
Yep, this is your duel.
Oh no, that's more than a duel.
Yeah. So, but see, you rotated, right? So, okay, commit. It's okay. Commit. Good. This is your space. Stay here. Okay, they've left. Now what's... Good. Now what? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now what? Where are we fighting? Where's your lane?
Actually, I think I'm gonna just hold up here. Okay, never mind.
But see, this doesn't make sense. Look at your tank. This doesn't make any sense, right? So this is too far. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta take that other lane. There's no other choice. Tracer 76. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Oh.
Not even close. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, you made an assumption, the same thing that you did in Antarctica about where your team would fight, and your team said no, and then you didn't change. Even now, where should you be?
I mean,
You know?
probably just here.
Probably here, okay. But what if your tank pushes up, you know?
I mean, then I can just walk.
Sure. Yeah, this is good. 2v1, so just play it slow. She thought. Now go back. Yes. Do you see what you did there? 2 people went for you, 3 people went for you. Did you lose that lane ever? No. You stayed that lane the entire time. You just kept backing up, backing up, backing up. And what did they do? They died. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That was good.
It's unfortunate they have a lever.
Yeah, but we're still getting what we wanted, right? We're still getting what we wanted. Where should you be? Where should you be? Where should you be? Look at your tank. Where should you be? Yeah. A little off to the side here. Just... Send me the replay code when you're done.
Okay.
And I want to look at a couple of fights. Just a couple of fights. If you have like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, that second round just felt terrible.
Yep. We'll look at that first and maybe even the first fight of the third.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to at least put a name to why some things feel terrible. Just because, like, it's like I could feel it, but I didn't know. Okay, can I get the code? Yeah, I just didn't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's just these rotations, right? It's rotations on maps that feel a little bit awkward. You don't know what the next step is. You start, and then you're like, okay, things, I don't know where to go. I restarted stream. Can you see it? Got to click around a little bit in Discord to find it.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Or wait, no, that's mine. No, there's yours. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll actually skip first. I think you played okay. At least we'll choose our battles here. Okay. Lane theory. You see it? Who's taking space in the enemy team? Not really anybody.
Right.
So what are you doing? Well, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep rotating. Heck, I would have gone all the way to backline if that... I mean, you have the time for it. Because the thing is if the enemy team is not taking angles, if they're not taking space, you're not really on a real big rush to do anything. So you could either hold your space or you could deepen. Because there's nothing really... Like, look at your team. Nobody's taking any damage, right? So you're more than welcome to do whatever. So you start to think about it, and then this happens. You have to fight for it. You have to fight for it. Now, whether you duck here, shoot a little bit, dodge, harass, whatever, that's fine, but you cannot run. Because I want you to look at this again from the overhead, right? You see the problem? You're screwed.
Right.
It's over. You chose that lane because it was tracer space. Reaper filled that gap? Yes. Is it going to be a skill check? Yes, absolutely. Is it going to be easy? No, absolutely not. Do you have to fight for it? Yes. Because what do you think this Reaper's going to do? He's going to off-angle all over your entire team, right? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, what are you doing? You're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Now, you said, I don't want to contest Tracer in that space, correct? Or Reaper, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just a misunderstanding of the duel. I don't care who's in this space. I don't care if it's a Roadhog. You have to fight him. You don't have to win. You just have to fight them. You don't have to die fighting them. You just have to fight them.
Okay.
It's a war of attrition, but it is a war. And if you give it up, you will die to that target no matter what you do. Because you do not have the time here to triple blink across to find a different angle. And if you did, you'd die doing it anyway because you'd run into somebody else.
Right.
Fight for the space. Make sense?
Right, yeah.
Be thankful that you're playing a character where there always is an answer, right? Some characters really don't have a good solution. Now, this one, I want to talk about this one too. You'll see the issue right away with how you're taking space. You see it, right? Right? You had the right idea. I think the intention was to do what we were talking about in Antarctica, which was I want to blink to this area here so that I can kind of hold the lane. But the problem is you can't run right through the middle of the enemy team to that. You have to at least take something off to the side. If you'd done that from here, that would have worked.
I thought it was only Tracer there, I think. Or I don't know if I saw the Reaper was there.
But
so I
even
thought
if it is Tracer, if it is even Tracer, she will commit a blink and kill you because you've used 2 blinks, so she doesn't have to use any. You see what I'm saying? In your rotations, I don't want you blinking through enemies, even if it's just, quote-unquote, just a Tracer. Right? You still pincered here. Do that exact same play from here, we're cooking. Do this play from here, we're cooking. Rotate to here, we're fine. Stay on the outside. Doesn't mean you have to take long flanks. But if there are people here, you cannot set up an angle right here. There's nothing that you can do. And that's immediately why this feels bad. Because, yeah, you create space, but you can't live here. And you really tried. you really. And to give you credit, you kind of did. Like, you did at least live for a while, but nope, not going to happen. Does that make sense? Right. Get your rotations. Find your rotations. Find your lane. This is just Brig. We wanted to cheat a little bit here. And finally, first time we've actually taken a proper angle. You see it?
Right.
Look at the red circles. Look at the space they were controlling. Look at the space they are controlling. Can you tell me that this is going to be a big graph? Right? You've compressed it, right? You've compressed it.
Right.
And then you deepen to the next position. And then they keep rotating to a point now to where you're thinking, well, I don't know what to do because now there isn't really a lane without me going for some crazy flank. Well, that's true, but they're going to pay the price for that. You see what I'm saying? To avoid your off angle, they've now rotated to a position to where what? What's going to happen?
Well, I mean, I guess they'll just get surrounded.
They get surrounded, right? They've given up the point. They're the one getting ult fired by Zarya at 3-man cleave, you know? So in these situations, you can commit to a deepen, you can commit and hold the space, you can flip the angle and go to the other side if you want. But the reality is that the only reason that this decision is hard is because they've done a terrible, terrible thing for them. You get what I'm saying? They've given up all the space, so now they're going to pay for it. Make sense?
Yes.
What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next rotation? Let's look at it from here. Where's your lane? Obviously. What would this Tracer do if you weren't here?
You just walk.
Yeah, your Brig's dead. You mark, you mark, you mark, you mark. You don't even play it well, but that fighting wasted 2 blinks from this Tracer and also alerted your Brig. I don't know if you saw that, but your combat here, she goes, oh, I got you, right? And that's all we needed here. You see what I'm saying? That you did your job. Now, you didn't play it very well mechanically here. This was really awkward. Yeah. I remember you flubbed it up, but it doesn't matter. You did your job. And then crucially, are you still on the lane? Yes, you are. Yes. Is it still your space? Yes, it is. Do you need to kill this person? No, you don't. You're not expected to. Why? Because it's 2v1.
Right.
So all you had to do here was live. And to be honest, you probably could have lived like holding the corner here. Maybe could have blinked through to here. You were probably okay. But the point being is look at the Doomfist's HP. Okay? That's you. You did that. You held, and you're still there too. So you cheated to go finish the kill here. I probably would have just trusted your team and held the space here, but whatever. You know, if you cheat for a kill, it's all right. But you actually at least started off holding space properly. Even here, as awkward as it is, you're saying, these are my guys, my lane, my fight, and you notice that people keep dying off screen, whether it's Doomfist or Reaper or Brig, right? Because you're holding space.
Right.
And this is just where you started chasing a little too much. And I said, stay, stay, stay. Remember? Stay, 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 stay.
Yeah,
this is your lane. This is your lane. Where do you think this Doomfist would have gone? He would have taken here. He would have taken here. Your backline's dead. What do? You say no. You dodge the punch. You hold the space. He gets frustrated. He gets impatient. And then now they stop contesting you. So who gets the lane for free? You. What do you do with that lane? And you even hold it. So you're still in a good position. You see it? So you're forcing them. They keep cheating dives because they keep running into you. Let's look at it again. Again, space being held. Holding backline. Brig and Wuyong frozen. You die here. You shouldn't have died. And then, unfortunately, your Genji gets smoked. But this was okay. This was an opportunity to win this fight here. Let's look at the next round here. Any questions so far?
No, it all makes sense. It's just...
Now, this is an interesting one here. If you see this, and your team actually commits to rotating like here, I don't think you should leave here. As crazy as it sounds.
Even if I don't know. I feel like this like...
You would back. You back. Yes, you back. But you don't have to worry about finding a different angle entirely because you're gonna make this rotation for them awkward and buy time for your team to walk forward and take space. Now, if your Zarya goes to meet here, like they do here, then yeah, this isn't an angle anymore. So I didn't mind what you did here. You see what I'm saying? But even your initial, you pumped the brakes on that rotation. I don't know if you saw that, but you did.
Oh yeah, I mean, I knew they were just all going to like be running me down, and I was just like, I just could not
Yeah,
stay. Or
that's
I
fine.
obviously I probably should have like back to the right
Yeah,
of here from
yeah,
this direction, but
yeah. Until your Zarya started to walk forward, and then your Woyong walk forward, and then your Brig walk forward, and then you're like, all right, well, this isn't an angle anymore. And then you do
yeah,
this,
yeah.
and
Then they
this
started
works.
walking.
This works. So this is a flip the map. Doesn't always work, but yeah. And then we already talked about it. Who's here? Well, Reaper. So I'm gonna shoot Reaper. Who is here? Okay, well now I got an angle on Doom, so I'm gonna shoot Doom. Now this is a really important one, and this is when I was fussing at you over,
Yeah.
where you're like, your Zarya is screaming, I'm fighting on this choke, and you're like, I'm gonna hold here. I'm like, no, look at the situation, right? If your Zarya is here, this is great, right? It's optimal maybe even, but your Zarya is here, right? I would literally rather you be sitting here hiding, looking for a one clip, than for you to be playing back here. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to look at the situation. What's my lane? What's my lane? If you want to stick with this lane, and nobody's here, and your team's over here, you got to deepen. This is where you need to be, or this is where you need to be, or this is where you need to be. You're like, that's crazy. Yeah, but it's better than what you're doing right now with where your team is fighting.
Okay.
Now, optimally, the position that you found flipping across the map,
Yeah. It would
this
be
is
on
great.
the
This is way
left.
easier for rotations. This is the kind of rotation that Tracer dreams of, right? And it works really well. You did have a really nice fight here despite being down one, and I want to look at it. Okay, so let's look at it right here. Where's your lane? Well, obviously. How many resources are you getting? Well, 2. So what are you supposed to do? On paper.
Just fight for it.
Fight for it? Are you going to win? No. Are you going to have to back up?
Yeah. No.
Are you going to die? No. No, don't die. Right?
Right.
Don't die. You see it, right? Tracer chases. Reaper's scared to walk forward. You go in. Doomfist is looking at you for crying out loud. I mean, look at. I mean, obviously, I know they're down their Brig, but it doesn't matter. Look at how little pressure your team is under right now. So little pressure. Notice that you keep ducking in behind corners too, which makes it really hard for them to punish you. So you thought. And that's it. Like, that's it. Like, you took a little Doomfist attention, you took a little Reaper attention, you took a lot of Tracer attention, and you lived. And now they're dead. You see what I'm saying?
I also, yeah, it also feels like, I swear, this meta people, and I don't know, I didn't know if it was like a me thing, but it always feels like someone like is just running me down. And, like sometimes I'll like take an angle, and I realize now, like looking at it, like, oh, I'm probably taking a pretty bad angle from like where my team is or so on. So it feels like the only attention they need to put on is on me because I'm taking a bad angle or I have bad timing.
Maybe. You're just taking an angle. Like, people on angles are loud, annoying, and priorities.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's just how it goes. You know, you're the big man with the big responsibilities, so people are going to look at you, right? So that's how it goes.
All right.
So I wouldn't worry too much about it. But yeah, here's what I would recommend. What I would recommend is in your own VOD reviews is whenever you have a map that feels really awkward, feels really clunky, look at the space that you're rotating, not just at the start of the fight, but did I stay on that lane? Did I deepen that lane? Did I shallow that lane? How did I behave on that lane? And look at it from a perspective of what did I do after that initial setup? After that initial angle, if that makes sense. If I got pushed, what did I do? You know, I mean, think about what happened on second point. Where did your mistakes go? Well, you didn't set up to set up well. Reaper came after you, you ran away and lost space entirely. Think about what happened on the fight after that, right? You try to set up by cheating right through the middle of the enemy team instead of wrapping around. You see what I'm saying? Right. You may not always be able to recognize those things perfectly, but everything kind of starts for you, not just with your starting angle, but with where are you rotating to? How are you rotating? Where are you rotating to? It's all lanes. All lanes. Always was. It's like CSGO, right. You know? It's really what it is, you know? So, it's really what it is. Do you have any questions?
No, I think now is I just kind of have to start thinking about things more and just implementing it.
Yeah, just your rotations. That's all I'll be putting emphasis on. Just your rotations. Obviously, mechanics can always get better, but I think for what you were particularly struggling with strategically, it was your rotations.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, thank